Jen, congratulations on signing a new contract. You must be delighted to keep your Arsenal journey going.
Yeah, 100%. I think, I've really enjoyed the past 3 seasons, but I still feel like I've got so much to achieve as part of this club, and I'm excited to extend.
You first joined Arsenal back in 2009. You've since made more than 130 appearances. How much has changed since that first day you arrived?
Yeah, a lot. It's crazy looking back. It feels so long ago now, and how much the club's come on from, I guess, a semi-pro status to now completely professional and fully integrated into the club. And we're still trying to push it forward as well, but it's amazing to see how much the club has progressed, and it's still amazing to be a part of it as well.
Now, Arsenal is clearly close to your heart, but what does this club mean to you?
It means a lot. It's the club that gave me, I guess, my first real opportunity in football. I mean, I was an 18-year-old kid coming down here initially, and I've obviously gone on and played elsewhere in between, but to be a part of it now, it's close to home, and it's a special club. And even being a part of the players and the staff that we have, I really feel like it's a club going in the right direction as well.
You mentioned that. I mean, we had Jonas Sideval signed a new contract last week. We've had some really important squad members put pen to paper as well. Is there a feeling as a club that we're moving in the right direction and that there's more to achieve going into next season?
Definitely. I think that's one of the main reasons why I wanted to stay. I feel like this team, I think there's still a feeling that we've maybe underachieved, and there's still so much that we can do as a team. And I'm almost 31 and I've played in a fair few teams with a lot of different players, but this feeling here is just so enjoyable on a day-to-day basis, and not just the quality of players but the people that we have. I think on the staff front and the player front, it just makes it so enjoyable, and that's why I'm probably the happiest to stay and extend my contract.
In terms of wanting that to happen, Jen, and putting that into action, how do you see your role, and how do you see the way you can influence and help the team to take that step next season?
Yeah, no, it's definitely changing. I think you become the more experienced role, and the older you get and the more experience you have, the more you can kind of chat to younger players and help them along that process. And that's something that my contract's kind of changing towards next year with a new ambassador role. I'm really looking forward to it. It's definitely a new challenge for me, and something that I think the club, I have to give the club a lot of credit for that as well, of bridging the gap and making that seamless transition for academy players coming into a first team environment. And if I can help that process in any way, that I'm excited to do that.
You hinted at it there. I mean, in addition to your playing role, you're also going to be taking up a mentoring role within our academy. Congratulations. Are you able to tell us just a little bit more about that?
Yeah, no, it's something that I think I always wanted to have that initial chat with the club, and the fact that they were so encouraging with it. And we kind of created roles that didn't necessarily exist yet, but I think the older I get, the more I wanted to think about life beyond football and what I wanted to progress in. And definitely the academy ambassador role is probably one I'm most excited about, because it's definitely something that the club has maybe missed in recent years. And I think building for the future, for that transition of academy players coming into a first team environment, I think it's something that I think I can play a big role in, and really look forward to that. And then also from a more commercial standpoint, I did my degree was obviously in business and marketing when I was a kid, first year as an 18-year-old. So to work with more sort of brand partnerships and endorsements for Arsenal women is something that I'm really excited about, to work within that as well.
Can you just flesh out a little bit more on that as well? I mean, what departments at the club have you been working with, and what experience are you hoping to gain with them?
Yeah, so I've been doing a lot of stuff within the media, I guess, more so in also the marketing departments, and working with different brand partnerships that the club has. Obviously, we know that how many brand partnerships the club has on a much more global scale, but to really pinpoint them down towards Arsenal women, I think women's football is in such a different stage to men that you can really pinpoint specific brands and partnerships to cater towards women's football, or grow it as a club and as a sport. And that's something that I can't wait to focus on definitely next year.
And just finally, Jen, what's your message to the fans ahead of the summer as we prepare for another big season?
I think my message to the fans would just be, we all have this feeling that we've maybe underachieved this year, and we still have so much more to give. It's a special group, and everyone's hungry to lift trophies and be even more successful next year. So my message would be, there's so much more to give, and we can't wait to get going again next season.